What's up, cultivators? We are here for another episode of CCGO with another small business before they make it big. I'm here with
Michelle Ngome.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So far, really great. Really great.
Thanks for having me.
Most definitely. I'm personally very excited about this episode because I'm the head of marketing over here. So I'm going to definitely dig as deep as I can.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So what is the name of your business?
So we are a nonprofit. The African American Marketing Association was founded in 2019, created to galvanize and equip Black marketers, entrepreneurs, and creatives with the resources and opportunities they need to grow their career or their business.
Wow. So is there any specific reason besides the obvious for the name?
If I go back to 2018, at that time, there was a lot of lack of representation as well as misrepresentation. And I was like, who's in the room? Like, who's making these decisions? How are these campaigns getting passed? Like, read the room. What's the temperature check along this strategy? And I was like, where are the Black marketers, right? Like, we need to talk about this, just issues that are going on in the workplace, as well as what we see on TV or, wherever online as marketers. So how can we create that community and space to have those conversations, as well as navigating our career and entrepreneur journey?
That's absolutely amazing. So what made you go onto this journey to pursue this?
No one else would. I kept Googling online, different names. And at that time, I really had the idea in 2013. I didn't have a name, but I had the concept in 2013. And I kind of just say it's a story similar to Uber and Lyft. You got people on opposite sides of the world working on the same thing. And you go online to like, okay, all right, no one's done it yet. No one's done it yet. And then you launch and it's like, oh, there's other things out there. And, Facebook groups was very popular at the time. And there was a lot of what I consider unofficial things out there. And I was just like, I want to make this official. We're going to be a nonprofit community, as well as have a website. We're going to be accessible for people to find us, and we're going to have programming.
That's amazing. So for someone like me that is a marketer and Black, what type of benefits should I be looking forward to after this? So
it's everything, right? Once again, it's about community. So we have over 60 paid members, not just in Houston, but nationwide. We have about 500 in our network. We have good relationships with sponsors such as HP, Onward Search, which is a creative agency, editorial companies, and other marketing agencies. We do monthly program that can be anywhere from PR, crisis management, how to build your company brand, your personal brand. We have scholarships with Grow with Google, as well as Meta, their digital marketing certification. So these are some of the benefits that we give to our members.
That is insane. And I've personally been trying to look for resources.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that everything's kind of behind, like in terms of the free resources. So the fact that you guys are doing this initiative is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So one thing I like to say is this is the power of, we say AAMA for short, right? Because usually when we get into groups like this or the Facebook group or our community groups in person, that's good. We need that, right? There's room for all of us. But when someone Googles Black marketing groups and we come up because we have the website and other things, the online presence, that's going to be like a community lead from Meta is going to reach out like, hey, what are y'all about? Because we offer this. And I was like, yeah, right. And they're not going to find me based off of Michelle Ngome. They're finding me based off of the African American Marketing Association.
Wow. That is amazing. So what type of differences and impact have you had to Black marketers out there? Yeah.
So once again, we started in 2019. So, we turned one and COVID happened and shook up my little world. I was like, oh my God. But I think, we've been able to weather the storm for 5 years. That first year we gave our first 100 founding members plaques. When COVID happened, we eliminated membership and we brought that back into last year. But we also, every year we do the 50 Black marketers to watch. And basically we just acknowledge Black marketers nationwide, like, hey, this is who they are, the company and the work that they do. We also call that our Black marketers list. We started the Marketing for the Culture podcast in 2021. And then in 2022, we started the Marketing for the Culture Summit. So I'm proud to say we're 3 years strong with the summit.
That is amazing. Yeah. So tell me about the events, because I'm excited. I am trying to go. I've been thinking for the last 3 months, where can I find events? I go on Eventbrite. I'm already busy itself with the schedule. What type of events are coming up?
I be telling people, tap in. I got to tap in too, right? Yeah. So we both got work to do, but the Marketing for the Culture Summit is an extension of our mission, right? To galvanize and equip Black marketers, right? So we're expecting 100 plus marketers here in Houston, Texas on Thursday, June 6th. It will be held at United Way. The theme is Plot Twist, the art of being a disruptive storyteller. And we're talking about innovative marketing strategies through storytelling. I'm proud to say we have HP as a sponsor. So they're going to do the opening keynote talking about AI marketing. We're talking about how to create a story with analytics, right? We know there was a GA4 update last year. Data is important, right? Especially as a nonprofit, people want to see the numbers. Like, okay, we got these really good testimonies, but what's the data saying, right? Also talking about video marketing strategies versus, short form, long form content, how to set goals and accomplish goals, as well as the psychology of marketing. So we have a lot in store that day.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have any other events coming up soon?
Well, that's the biggest one, right? But we do monthly programming. We have the summit. The kickoff reception is Wednesday, June 5th. The summit's on Thursday, June 6th, all day. That is a paid ticket. The reception is free. We have all of that available on Eventbrite as well as Event Noir and our website, aa-ma.org. We're going to take a break after that, and then we'll regroup in August with more monthly programming.
That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So with all the different marketers, what was a big takeaway you've gotten on your journey?
Man, I think there's so many, right? It's the person that comes in as an intern and then they get a job, or they get that contact to get a job, right? It's the person that is able to collaborate and get contract, and grow their business, be it revenue or people, right? A lot of companies, that's how they look at your size, is how much money are you bringing in and how many people do you have on your team? And last year's summit, we had a panel on supplier diversity, right? It's like, how do you get these certifications in order for you to work with an HP, a Shell? And we had Tiffany Williams of Twice Media Productions. She was on a panel, and I've been knowing her for 10 years. But that morning before the panel, she said she just got awarded her contract with the Port of Houston, right? So it's like, that's the type of impact we're seeing in our members, our sponsors, and in just opportunities in general.
That is epic. Yeah. What would you say is the true, pure essence of the brand?
I like to say our theme is creating a collaborative community, right? I definitely believe there's enough money for all of us. Right? Share that, right? Once you get that brand deal, how can you pass that information, contact information along to the next person? How can you share this resource? Last month, I did some research, and there's at least 12 to 15 free business programs in the city of Houston.
Wow.
Right? Who keeps up with that?
I didn't know that.
I do. Tap in. You need it? Email me. Michelle at aa-ma.org, right? So we all need to grow our business. We need to grow our careers. AAMA's trying to be that resource and that hub for you to go to. Tap in, join the community, join the collaborative.
Wow, that is epic. That is insane. So I'm a little speechless. I have so much going on in my head right now, especially with these events coming up. I will be at these events for sure. So definitely catch me there, tap in. I'll be tapped in, especially with the resources and the knowledge. What do you think is something that a lot of people that are trying to get started in the industry are lacking up on that you've noticed?
I think a lot of us are talented, but we got to get our business together. We got to get our business right. And that's starting from networking, nurturing that relationship, doing good business as far as your systems, your operations, your process, and then bringing people in so you can grow and get a bigger contract, right? The $10,000 project is cool, but how can we get that 50K? How can we get that 100K?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that are going to want to tap in. I know I want to tap in. Where can I find you? Where can the cultivators find you?
Please go to aa-ma.org, or you can follow us on Instagram at AAMA Houston. So AAMA Houston.
That's amazing. And I noticed on your business card that you're the president and founder.
Yeah. Started in 2019, February 2019. Been full steam ahead.
That's amazing. And at that level, being the person that's overseeing everything, what was the hardest hurdle you had to face on your journey?
Definitely year one. Like I said, I'm thinking we're moving, shaking, about to bring a new team on board, and then the pandemic comes. Like, we were literally going to have our first meeting on that March 13th. And my boss was like, go home and get groceries. And it's like,
it's game time and we gotta go home.
I'm canceling the meeting at the grocery store. So definitely the pandemic. And, I'm still young. For most of us, this is our first time witnessing something of this magnitude. And there's no blueprint for it, or at least it wasn't spoken about. But that was definitely the hardest part. And just, it's kind of like, bouncing back basically. But we've been blessed in so many ways. And, this thing is bigger than me. So I'm going to keep moving forward.
That's amazing. So here at Community Cultivation Network, we're all about cultivating our community. So is there any words you have for our community and your community as well?
I think the biggest thing is nurture relationships. A lot of us network, meaning we'll go to an event and we might follow someone and then we'll go somewhere else, right? But that's networking. But the nurturing the relationship is, okay, let's have a follow-up conversation. Let's grab lunch. What are you working on? Let's have a brainstorming session, right? And I think that's what we really need to focus on in order for us to grow personally and professionally.
That's amazing. All right, cultivators, thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Small Business Before They Make It Big. We out.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Every month? Sorry.